Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Rusty from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dares say. I'm just having a bit of a chuckle with my mate here, Matt Wilson, who were asking Liam Cameron questions on his live stream last night. This is why I don't do live streams because you just get asked stupidness and you get caught out, don't you? Now Liam got caught out about 6 or 7 times. I've just seen what's going on. I wonder if I could have that time back in my life. Oh my God, Liam, you forgot to mention about how many trainers you've had, and about when you fought Genman and you drove off from Arena in your new Audi and you thought lights were on dashboard. Do you remember, Liam? Because dash were lit up, but the lights weren't on the car, was it? And you got pulled for drink driving. I mean, how stupid are you? Well, it is what it is, isn't it? But you got people here that play the victims. Most boxers do, don't they? But boxers, when they get caught, they lie, don't they? How many boxers get failed dope tests and they go, "Yeah, I'm guilty." They can't even admit it, can they, when they're caught? Furies, Roy Jones, Canelo, a lot of them. Dennis McCann, Conor Benn, Enzo Maccarinelli, Dylan White, a four-time drug cheat. If you're a drug cheat, you're notorious, aren't you? You're going to get slots, aren't you? But it is what it is, I guess. So, right, we move on. Tommy Fumbles. These are just videos that have. It's just like repeating it. Tommy Fumbles. This is the newest story 7 minutes ago. Rogue Runner strikes again. Tommy Fury not only didn't complete the French triathlon, he's turned up at the Great North Run. It's in the Daily Mail. This reported by Harry Bamford, live sports coverage reporter. Right, 8 minutes past 11 a.m. on the 8th. That's today. And updated at 12:13. Right, Rogue Runner Tommy Fury is caught yet again. He pushed somebody that were finishing near the finish line. He pushed him out of the way to get over the finishing line, and lying about the old time he's done. He hadn't done 1 hour 38. You've not ran 1 hour 38 when you didn't even do road work when you were training, mate. They just lie. Absolute lie. Do you know what I mean? At 1 minute 38 him for half a marathon. I don't believe it. It's absolute nonsense. Who's going to believe anything he does after what's happened with that triathlon job? But it is what it is. My video now is going to be based on Moses Itauma. But before we start, let's get this first 3 minutes out of the way. Click on the link in the comment section, pinned to the top. Human nutrients. He should have been on this evening, but he's coming on the 15th because he's had to jet out of the country as Mark. So good luck to him. I hope he's all right. He's a good payer, I know that. One of the best sponsors I've had. He's as good as Innovation Alloys, AJ Hobson, and Scott Brunt at Spartan Demolition. Gary from Welcome Estates. All them lads, all bang on. I hope you're well, Gary, out there in Spain. I'm only a phone call away, pal. Hope you're well. Right. Moses Itoma. Right. A lot of people are getting in touch with me now and they're saying, have we been sold a hype job here? No, I don't think we've been sold a hype job. This kid's 21-year-old on the 28th of December. I don't think we've been sold a hype job, but for how I'm looking at it from the outside looking in, it's looking like certain people in boxing are putting a little bit of pressure on the WBO to strip Usyk or to make him fight his next in line, which won't be as big commercially as other offers that are going to go to him. So they're going to try and get a piece of the belt for Moses Itoma, a man that's not completed 26 rounds. If he had all the minutes and seconds up, he's done just under an hour, is it? Or around about that. So we've got a man with an hour in the ring and he's going to absolutely demolish people like Usyk. This is what people are saying. This is craziness. It's one of the most stupidest dice rolls I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, they might be able to pinch him a belt, but didn't we learn anything from when Anthony Joshua pinched a belt, the IBF? He weren't ready, were he? Now Moses is nowhere near ready, is he? Yeah, he can bowl over Dylan White and Marius Vac and Dempsey McQueen, Dempsey McKean, sorry. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, does it, whatsoever in the cold, hard light of day? He's untested, isn't he now? We can hear as many sparring stories as we want. You know, I've heard sparring stories about Dave Allen, the White Rhino, setting about Joshua. Do you know what I mean? So we can hear it till the cows come home, right? Can they do it under the lights? I don't know. But what I do know is that Moses Itauma, he hasn't beat anybody with a heartbeat, has he yet? People keep saying he's not being it, he's not being it. Well, of course he's not going to be it. He's only had 13 fights. He's not going to be it, is he? 6 foot 4.5. He's 21 in December. I think he's 21, same day as Chisora's 42. So he's half the age of Chisora. Who's to say that they won't end up fighting? Do you know what I mean? But like I said, point I want to make is who has he beat? Well, let's have a look at his record. He was undefeated in amateurs, so I'm told. Then we've got 2023, Marcel Bode, a 2-1 guy, knocked him out. Then he steps up to a Raymond Alberto Ibarra, a 2-0 guy, and a draw, knocks him out. Konstantin Dobyshenko, 9-12-1, beats him on points. Beats Espindola on points, who was 7-7. Then fights Amini Bouchetta, 7-8, knocks him out in a round. Estan Bermath, 10-1 guy, does him in a round. Michael Balotz does him in a round, and Dan Garber does him in a round. Ija Menzevkev, 25-3, does him in 2 rounds. Marius Vac 2 rounds. McKean 1 round. Belonga 1 round, and White 1 round. Not learning anything, bowling over old men. Not learning anything. Nice enough kid and all that. Born in Slovakia, raised in Kent. But the point I want to make is this. He's not learning anything, wiping out these old guard. You put him in with somebody like Parker, it'd be an hard night's work for him, that. Usyk could probably finish him off. He's not ready for Parker. He's not even ready for Dubois, I don't think. He's not been it. Let's just all rein it in a little bit. We've got a fantastic prospect here. They're saying a British prospect, British Slovakian, isn't he? We've got a fantastic prospect here, right? Fantastic. But, as I've just said there, he's not beat anybody. Let's not ruin this kid. Let's not ruin him before it even gets started. But all the experts seem to know everything, don't we? And let me tell you this, if he gets offered millions and millions to fight in a big fight, or he gets a vacant belt for a few mil, they're going to take it, aren't they? But what they're going to do then, are they going to feed him WBO stiffs and gimmies like what Joshua are having, your Eric Molinas, your Dominic Brazils, you know, thrown in with some old men like Pulev and Povetkin? Is that what we're going to have? Hey, why don't we bring him on correctly for another 5 year and then let him go and bash everybody up? Do you know what I mean? It's no good putting him in with Usyk. You know, Usyk's, 18 year older than him. There's a big age difference and it'd be too much for him. That's just my opinion, but he's a very exciting prospect and he's been brought on correctly. But can people stop with this nonsense? It's a bit like me asking, but they're not going to do, are they? Because it's like me asking Tommy Fury to stop doing a John Terry, running up pitch at end at Champions League final and stripping your trackie off and making out you played in game. Bit like Tommy making out that he completed that triathlon, or he completed half a marathon in 1 minute 38. It's absolute poppycock. It's rubbish. It's lies for telling the sake of lies. A bit like Liam Cameron, isn't it? Born liar. Playing the victim while his bird's doing 6 year, 11 months for him. There you go. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Go on, Booyaka. Don't forget to give our sponsors a big shout. Nutrients. Click on the link in the comment section. It'll take you straight to the website. Have a little look. You might want to treat yourself. Pop, pop, bang. Peace out.